Spell script.
Script. Ladybird. Oh, it's a bird? Yeah. Farting ladybug.
Spell paintbrush.
Paintbrush.
Feels humming.
Spell microscope. Spell dark. Spell skateboard.
Skateboard. Space saver. Bonnie is gay. We do not care.
Oh, are you serious right now, bro?
Gay.
Someone.
Spell hot dog.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
Happy pop. Glizzy. Yes, sir. Stop this again.
Spell technology.
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 Milan.
My nephew pulled a bowl of flour off the counter. You deserve to find someone to start a family and enjoy life with. Dumb baby, put his hand, not fairy. My kid made a newspaper for our cat while he uses the litter box. I'm 12. So, my niece decided to sneak off and jump into another family's picture. Child draws on dad's passport. Dad gets stuck in South Korea. Bruh, I don't know what's funny, the little brother's ID picture or his signature. Happiness is temporary. My cousin placed a horse mask on his dog, descending into the human room. My sister just had a baby. She brought her home today, and my other niece was so annoyed that she packed up all of her stuff and tried to leave. I kicked over my little neighbor's bike, and he says he is going to purge me. Imagine coming home from a long day at work to see this. Makes you want to turn around and go back. My daughter was chasing my son around with a lightsaber and got a little too into it. My daughter hates the sun, and she drew me a picture of her yelling at the sun. Today we asked my 3-year-old, because this is how they x-ray small children, and I cannot stop laughing. My nephew pulled a bowl of flour off the counter and saw the sun and sparkle. My niece asked me one day why I always got this espresso. Please God, have mercy on her soul. Got tired of my kid calling all through the night for drinks. Boom. Best time I went to go smoke, and my little brother skipped school and was sleeping outside. My dad thought 2-year-old me was strong enough to hang from the curtain rod while he takes this picture. This is such a bad product. You might have temporary control over your tot, but you're just going to make it stronger. What's worse than an uncontrollable baby? An uncontrollable baby who was never misdirected and could kill you with one kick. 6-year-old, to have a crying brother. It's okay to be sad sometimes. We need to let her. So instead of eating her pizza like a normal child, she put Oblivion. What is he doing? When you get little, you will understand. My son explaining to me why I'm doing his arts and crafts for him. I bought my son a book about bats, and halfway through it, he shouted, "What? Bats are real." All this time, he thought they were made up for Halloween, like ghosts and witches. If you Photoshop adults' heads slightly larger, you will end up with a group of well-dressed little kids. Today, a kid asked to play tic-tac-toe with me, and I was like, yeah, sure, and he proceeded to draw this. My kid just learned, SpaghettiOs, but he keeps forgetting, and he's yelling, noodles, instead. The best baby age when they see another baby is they themselves are not in fact also a baby. My shopping buddy grabs my face and whispers, "I just pooped." No, Wilmington. Okay, I just hold it in my hand. I didn't hear it. Woman in my train college smoothly telling the conductor that his son is traveling through because he's teasing him for, while the kid repeated on myself, cutting my crust off waffles at my daughter's request, that I realized the power dynamics had shifted permanently in my household. I asked my new class to write one thing they would like me to know before I start teaching them. I take a long time to do a poo. My record is 2 hours 15 because I was scared and was going to cry as well. Kids will say the most mess because you're a witch. I just told my son he could mind control if he rubbed his fingertips all over my head and chanted mind control quietly. And that is how you get a free scalp massage from your kids. My kid crying, just losing her mind as I explained to her why she cannot sleep with a water balloon. I took my 5-year-old and 3-year-old to the zoo last week. I'm heavily pregnant. My eldest wandered a bit ahead, and my 3-year-old said, "Don't worry, Mom. If you lose him, you've got another baby in your tummy. There will still be 2. When I said I would rather keep all 3, he replied, "Why?" I genuinely think of myself as an okay father. He thought it was called a wood penguin. 8-year-old remembered, took the foil flavor, packed it up, forgot to add the water. Why is everyone else acting like wood? Because we're all out of pretend bread. Earlier, my daughter asked me if grown-ups ever cry. I sat down with her, hugged her, and explained that we do cry, and that we feel scared, sad, angry, and everything she feels. Literally anyone I've interacted with ever. I hate when people ask me if my baby is a good baby. 7-year-old sister getting settled to my antidepressants. I went up to her and asked, "Hey, what are you doing? Did you send me that? If you can sit through that uninterrupted, then I will agree to have babies with you. Lol, let's just get a puppy. Grandpa, why are you driving so fast? Your grandma is waiting for us. Wait, grandma is dead. Hey, I wish I would have got some on video, but they were both in the car, and they made it tip over and started screaming help. But I don't know if I should laugh or cry. I am above the law. I believe that his social attitude. My daughter isn't even 2, and she uses 4-syllable words. My wife and I never talk to letters. We asked him to submit all communications, punctuating every conversation with various words. Yes, I like your picture. Put on your shoes. My favorite color is yellow. Finish your breakfast. No, fish don't. Go brush your teeth. My dog is a circle because he is round. If I had 100 friends, I would turn the phone off. All the class seemed cool when there was a faint thud in the background. My teacher played off screen for a second, calmly remarked, "Well, my daughter just ran straight into a wall," and continued to tell us great and newly shared photos. He looks like a kid getting his photos taken on a family trip. Ooh, it's kind of cold. Kid wearing shorts in the winter to prove how tough he is. You think this is cold? Well, I'm wearing shorts and I'm not cold. I don't get cold easily. They call me Brad, the cold resistant. As a kid, I literally thought that English was the only language, and people speaking other languages were still learning how and deal with it. This kid is going places. Give us the child. Bought my kid Chipotle today, and he pulls out this move. I'm putting up with this. Nobody wants to send. Just a reminder that you're a parent and you're in charge. Don't give that kid any color of cup you want. Well, children, don't do that. You will die. Quick story. My sister told my brother the vacuum is hungry, so stay away unless you want to get eaten. Following this logic, he proceeded to pour water in the vacuum, saying the vacuum was thirsty. It was full, so a freeloader. I believe it's created by cooking. My powers. It's an oversimplification of events, but yes. Hey, do you play Fortnite? No dark choices. I was this child, not 18 years in 16 years. Dermatologists must hate him. Me as a parent, if having an old soul as a person. This was funny until I realized my 6-year-old was under that pile of stuffed animals. True story. When I was 8, my family took me to this one piece of cash, and she told me that we would share the money if we ever need something. I ripped the cash in half and gave the other half to my sister. We're doing great. Look at this stick I found. Whoa, that's a good looking stick. Parents on bus. A child gave my son his tablet in exchange for an Oreo cookie today. And 3-year-olds will lock you out of the house in the snow without remorse, and will think it's the funniest thing that's ever happened in the history of the world. What happened on the second table? 5-year-old daughter. I also killed all the stormtroopers. My toddler just spent 5 minutes explaining that he can't use his imagination because he traded it to a kid at daycare for some fruit snacks. Our school's drop-off zone. 2 minutes before school starts and nothing said, but I'm not wearing any shoes. My mum told me that when one of my sisters is like, kids deserve to experience the world as it comes, and so to explore, okay? But the world